From water pumps to musical automatons, Ismail Al-Jazari's machines were nothing short of extraordinary. They range from practical devices to whimsical marvels, delighting both farmers and kings. Among his creations were fountains that could be programmed to turn on and off, a model of an Indian mahout who struck the half hour on his elephant's head, and humanoid automatons that offered guests a towel. Early glimpses of robotics, centuries before the term existed. These are just a few of the ingenious inventions of Ismail Al-Jazari, a 12th century Muslim engineer whose designs laid the foundations for modern mechanics, hydraulics, and robotics. While many of his ornate inventions were crafted to amuse the elite, Al-Jazari also built devices with real-world applications, like water-raising machines that were used by farmers for centuries. Welcome to Knowledge and Facts, where you'll discover amazing facts about science, history, and more. Born in 1136 in the city of Al-Jazira, in what is now southeastern Turkey, he came from humble beginnings, the son of a skilled craftsman. He lived during a time of political turmoil, local conflicts, the Crusades, and shifting powers. Al-Jazari served the Artukid dynasty as chief engineer. Although the Artukid's influence waned during his lifetime, first under the Zangid dynasty and later under the successors of Saladin, his reputation only grew stronger, thanks to the astonishing devices he built for Artukid rulers. Unlike many inventors of his era, Al-Jazari meticulously documented his work. In 1206, after 25 years of innovation, he compiled his achievements into a masterpiece, the Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices. This manuscript featured over 100 machines, with detailed instructions and vibrant illustrations. Several incomplete copies survive today, including one held by the Topkapi Palace Museum in Istanbul, cherished not only for its engineering insights but for its artistic beauty. The book is also our primary source of biographical information on Al-Jazari, who is described as Badi al-Zaman, the wonder of the age. Yet he humbly acknowledged his debt to the ancient scholars who came before him: Greek, Indian, Persian, Chinese, and more. During the Islamic Golden Age, Muslim rulers valued knowledge from across the world. Institutions like Bait al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, in Baghdad, became centers for learning, translation, and discovery. It was here that the scientific legacy of past civilizations was preserved and expanded upon by Muslim thinkers. Inventors like the Banu Musa brothers in the 9th century paved the way with mechanical treatises that likely inspired Al-Jazari. He also drew upon the work of Apollonius of Perga, a Greek geometer whom he credits in his book. But Al-Jazari didn't just copy, he refined. In the preface to his book, he wrote, "The earlier scholars had made devices and described them, but they had not perfected them, nor followed the correct method. So they wavered between the true and the false." Al-Jazari's creations straddled the line between engineering and enchantment. Clocks that measured time with incredible precision, automatons shaped like boats, vessels, and musicians, fountains with pre-programmed water shows, water-raising machines powered by gears and hydraulic energy, bloodletting devices, musical toys, and combination locks. Even a crankshaft, an essential part of modern engines. One of his most iconic inventions, the elephant clock, a grand masterpiece blending cultures. An elephant from India, dragons from China, mechanical birds, and a mahout driver all moved in harmony every half hour, powered entirely by water. Another stunning device was a musical boat with 4 programmable automaton musicians. Much like a modern music box, this device could play different rhythms by changing pegs, an early programmable machine. Al-Jazari didn't build just for the royal court. As a man of the people, he created irrigation tools, pumps, and water systems used in mosques and hospitals across Diyarbakir and Damascus, some of which lasted for centuries. He also took care to make his writing accessible, unlike many scholars who cloak their knowledge in cryptic language. His book is often described as a user's manual, filled with practical guidance for anyone curious enough to build. Ismail Al-Jazari died in 1206, the same year he completed his legendary manuscript. Though many of his devices were lost to time, his influence lives on. Some of his hydraulic principles wouldn't appear in Europe until Leonardo da Vinci, over 200 years later, and even da Vinci was reportedly fascinated by Al-Jazari's automata. Today, Al-Jazari is often called the father of robotics. Historian Donald R. Hill once said, "The importance of Al-Jazari's work is impossible to overemphasize. He's been called the Leonardo da Vinci of the East, but perhaps it's time we call Leonardo the Al-Jazari of the West." If you enjoyed discovering the genius of Ismail Al-Jazari, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Knowledge and Facts for more fascinating stories from history. Coming up next, we travel to medieval Europe to explore the mind behind a revolutionary timekeeping invention, a clock that changed how we measure time forever. Stay tuned, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.